Okay, welcome to another Large K video podcast. Today we got Wander from Oakland here. How's it going, guys?
Hey.
Yeah. Everything good so far?
Yeah.
Alright, sweet. Yeah. No, I've been waiting to interview you guys for a while. I mean, it's like, you guys came through like in October, like to play a show with like Young Lovers again. So like,
Yeah.
I actually went to go see you guys there, and I was pretty blown away. So now that like we're actually here together like this and be able to talk with you guys, like it's a pretty awesome opportunity because now what is it? You guys and Young Lovers released an split EP very recently, and I remember interviewing Young Lovers last year, and they were actually talking about that, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like last April or like May, like sometimes around then.
Nice.
Yeah, and I was wondering, how did you guys get to know Young Lovers, and also how did you guys get together to come up with this project?
We met them at the Frida, didn't we?
That's when we met them in person.
Okay.
Yeah, we met them 2 years ago.
Okay.
And we played a show together that Alex Posca set up from Pacific Nature
Okay.
at the Frida Cinema, and he did like projections in this giant theater behind us playing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's the first time we met them. I don't know how I heard about them because I feel like I knew them like years before then. And then we were friends with some of them online already.
Okay.
So it's been so long that I have no idea. But I just knew that like, oh, there's a post-rock band from down there. They're all Filipino. Like, that's really cool that they're like us.
Yeah.
So, and after we played together, like, we started noticing more similarities between our bands.
Yeah.
That we were like, really, like, the members are kind of like mirror, like, alternate universe doppelgangers.
Right.
You know, just like something's a little different.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh man, I had to. I think after that show or something, I was like, we have to do a split with them. We kind of said it as a joke.
Yeah.
But I think we said enough times that it became real.
Yeah, and it's like, and you guys actually released like a vinyl for it too, which is like pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, I feel like any band that's able to like get to the point of being able to release a vinyl, it's almost like having your own trophy. So like to be able to do that with Young Lovers, like
Yeah. That's why it was kind of like it was kind of like, oh yeah, we're joking around about it, like, because it's a lot of work to put out something together with someone, and we've never done something like this before.
Mm-hmm.
And back then we were signed to like a label, and I had no idea how that would have happened if we were signed to them.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, over time.
Yeah. Also, like a first tour with them too, right? Like.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Where you guys like planning on going? Like you guys say you're going to Arizona, and then.
So then we're gonna go. Yeah, then South by Southwest, and then we're actually going up through Denver and Salt Lake City and Boise, Idaho, and like going all the way up to Vancouver.
Okay.
And then we play like shows in Seattle and Portland, and you know some other cities in Washington and Oregon.
Okay.
Before coming home.
Have you guys played in Canada before?
We have.
Yeah.
We played twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's the reaction there whenever you guys perform?
It's hard to gauge.
Yeah, it's hard to gauge. Okay.
It was actually, Montreal was really good because we played a couple years in Montreal, and that show was like amazing.
Uh-huh.
And Montreal was really awesome. And then we played in Vancouver, and that show was really cool too. It was kind of like some sit down a theater.
It was also a theater, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a sit down theater area, and like we booked it kind of last minute, and
Okay.
but it was still good. Like, yeah, it was just really, I thought we were super weird and like experimental post rock and stuff, and then
Yeah.
some bands we played with that night were like really amazing, and like they're super like ambient,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and we're kind of not an ambient post rock band. We're like a lot more driving with our beats and stuff. So.
Yeah, and definitely like more darker and stuff too. So
Yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely. I just wanted to kind of get to know like you guys, you know, like about how you guys started, but like how long do you guys each know each other for?
I've known these guys for close to 12 years.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. Like literally half my life ago. Bernard's been in the band 5 or 6.
2012. I started practicing with you guys in 2012, but I think my first show was 2013.
Yeah.
That's
true.
But I've known Christian since I was like 16, so
2009?
yeah.
Wow.
10?
Yeah, I met both of them in high school, and then Ryan's my brother.
We met in middle school.
Oh shit.
Yeah. 8th grade.
We can cuss on this?
Yeah, you can totally cuss on it. It's not like a radio friendly thing where it's
Okay.
like, oh, beep. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
You guys can cuss on this.
We can add it for effect, though.
Yeah. Yeah, put like a mosaic on your mouth and stuff. Yeah, I didn't know you guys were brothers, actually. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 How many years apart? Just
2.
Yeah.
2?
2. Yeah.
Damn.
2.
3.
3.
I can't count.
Like
Yeah,
3.
92. Yeah, I'm 95. So.
Yeah.
Just right now, it's 2.
Uh,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Who initiated to like just decide on like actually starting a band?
So, like, this was I met Christian in 8th grade.
Yeah.
Like just toward the end of it because he was only there for a little bit. Then we went to the same high school. So freshman year, we had PE together, and he was just like, "Hey, I'm trying to start a band. Want to join my band?" I was like, "My dad has a bass. Because I don't know how to play it though." And he's like, "I'll teach you." And he didn't teach me shit, but
Okay.
but that's when we started playing together. So
Okay.
yeah. Like we've been in and out of the same bands for a few years, and we started this band when we graduated, so 2010.
Okay. 2010.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Did you guys always wanted to do like an instrumental band, like for the longest time, or?
well, actually, since we were like teenagers, since we were like 16, and we had this indie band like that also played like hard rock songs. It was really weird.
Okay.
And we at that time we were just experimenting with songwriting, and like we really wanted to play post rock because we got into post rock around that time.
Yeah.
Like 2007, 2006 or something like that.
Okay.
2008.
2008. Okay.
Yeah. I was a sophomore in high school.
Okay.
Well, one of the first songs my brother wrote was like our first instrumental, but like we had vocals in other songs, but we kind of kept it instrumental.
Yeah.
And then like it was kind of a bigger deal to release like that song, and it was called Morning.
Yeah.
Like that ended up being like our first album as like this band, but
Right.
that one was like really like old to us, so
Okay.
it meant a lot just because like I think that was like the first time we were like playing instrumental things, I guess, but with like minimal vocals. I mean, there was vocals kind of involved.
Right. Okay. Damn. So you guys been around for 7 years then, like as a band, basically.
Theoretically, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
like
we've
that
been-
Morning song, yeah, has been like
And the Morning's
literally
older than that.
Morning was
Morning,
written
yeah.
in 2008.
Yeah.
That song was
that
written in
song
2008.
was really old.
Yeah, we're like 16, 15 or something like that.
Okay.
And then it took like 4 years later to like release it on vinyl or release it.
I
Mm-hmm.
think like 2013 we released it, and then we got signed and then re-released it again.
Okay.
Instead of tape, we did a vinyl release on when we got signed to the label. 'Cause
Okay.
it was more budget, I guess, like friendly.
I see.
At the time, so.
You guys should do like a 10th anniversary like
My
performance
God.
or something.
Dude, that's actually kind of...
I don't even think we played that song in like years.
Yeah, we haven't
Actually.
played it.
We used to play that song every show though, because it's like our back then it was like our most powerful like song, like emotionally or something.
Yeah, we played like a few
played it a
Battle of
lot.
the Bands with it.
Oh, nice.
And like, it
Yeah,
was kind of
where
a
they
thing
give you
where-
like a 15-minute set, and we played one song that's 15 minutes.
Yeah, it was like,
Yeah.
everybody playing 4, we're playing
And
1.
then like we won a few Battle of the Bands, and we instead of taking the money, we went to recording time.
Yeah.
So then we recorded like different songs with them and
Yeah.
stuff, and we won like 3 or 4 Battle of the Bands,
They're
and then
like
we're just
this.
like, this needs to stop.
Right.
We're gonna stop and then play some like other shows.
Play some actual shows.
Shows that people are like.
Play some actual shows.
But like it's weird because we met like some of our best friends at those Battle of the Bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
At those Battle of the Bands, like, were you guys the only post-rock bands? Or,
Yeah.
like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was actually out of
2000.
30 bands. Like, we won it twice. There's like 30 bands each of them, and we got first. And it was kind of weird because we sold the least amount of tickets to family, and like
Yeah.
we played literally the worst slot, like first, like
Mhm.
where everybody in the audience is just with bands.
Yeah.
And then they still like were like, oh, you guys,
You guys killed it.
I guess.
Fucking awesome.
And we're like, oh shoot, what do we like? Guess we just play the same one song next time. So like, that's like what we did.
Yeah, you guys could
So-
you guys could continue to fund the band by going back to the Battle. of the
There we
Bands.
go.
Yeah, that was exactly. I was like, we figured it out.
We need a teenage member though.
It was, yeah.
Those days are long gone, man.
Yeah,
Oh
it's-
yeah, was that a requirement?
Yeah, it is
That's
a
so
requirement to
crazy.
need a
Ah,
teenage
shit.
member.
Oh.
We just don't. None.
Yeah. You just use your student ID again and just go in.
Yeah. Full beard and everything. Bags under our eyes, smoking a cigarette.
I'm a kid, just
Oh,
like
yeah.
Hey, is the bar open?
Where's our drink?
Holy shit! Yeah, crazy. Yeah, this is kind of like a very basic question, but how did you guys come up with the name Wander?
So Ryan.
That's a video game reference to Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah, the main
Oh,
character.
The main character's Wander.
Okay.
And then it just so happened like Mono is like the female or the girl who's like lying on the bed in that game, which is like our favorite band, like one of our bigger inspirations.
Yeah.
And then also in another Team Ico game, there's our Eco is there's Trico, which is the dog, and that's another like math rock, like girl band. So it's just kind of funny how like there's just so many like band name references happening. So
you guys somehow connected the dots.
there we go, I guess.
Yeah. And Ryan was like really good at that game. Like
I just beat that game
like
100%.
Yeah.
On the PS4.
It's like he got things that like weren't unlocked, and then when he posted about it online, he's like, I think I like got this crazy.
No, I mean I just found like things. I don't know. It's a really fun game for us all. I feel like that when we met Joe, also around that time was when we started playing that too.
Okay.
Which is kind of perfect. But Joe came up with actually the Waking Wander.
The initial name.
The initial name, which was Waking Wander, and then we're just kind of like, let's simplify it just for fun.
Yeah.
Just didn't feel like right, so we ended up just having a Wander.
Yeah, it's a lot better that way.
I see. Do you feel like any of the Shadow of Colossus like soundtrack ever inspired you guys?
Hell yes.
I think so. I just found out that like the guys who did Gundam Wing, or the guy who did the music for that also did Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh no way! Okay.
And I was like, what? I haven't actually seen Gundam Wing. That's what Jay said, and I was like, what?
Fun fact. Cool.
Yeah. It kind of makes sense, I guess. But no, I think maybe before it definitely inspired the writing process, but now it's kind of
Not
like
so much,
just whatever.
Yeah, I guess doing it with your own thing. Actually, I was looking through you guys' just older like just Instagram posts and stuff because I like to stalk people and like I mean it's research. So.
Yeah. You got a Nardwar it,
You got a Nardwar. That's true. Yeah, and I found out that you guys toured with Yvette Young at one point.
That's interesting. Coming up.
And it's crazy because like I mean I found Yvette Young through like Instagram and like she just somehow mesmerized me with her like playing and then like she's in COVID right now. And, how did that tour happen? I mean that was like 3-4 years ago, but like
Oh well,
we're really close friends.
Okay.
And then we like were booking tours and stuff, and Eva was starting to do her own thing.
Yeah.
She was in another band before, and it was between like her old band and then Covet and her own solo stuff.
Okay.
So I guess that was like she didn't really have. She was still working on her like Covet or like her full band thing.
Yeah.
But then we toured with her acoustic.
We helped her. That first EP, Ryan recorded that. Her first acoustic EP,
Oh,
actually.
Really?
Yeah, we did it in Bernard's garage.
We did it in Bernard's garage.
It was so crazy.
He did it in Bernard's garage. We used my recording gear. Ryan mixed it.
I
tried mixing it. He recorded her. I took a stab at mixing it. It wasn't really that great. And then she sent it to...
It was a terrible time. It was like raining too.
Oh, shit.
And like also Bernard's grandma was in the house and like she was super like, what are you guys doing in there?
I wasn't home like for all the times that they recorded it at my place too. So
after I'm like, hey Bernard, I'm coming through to your place because we couldn't do it at my place because it was too loud. But
that's crazy. I didn't know that at all. But I was actually just thinking about this for a moment. But I feel like post rock as a genre has gone to like so many different directions.
Yeah.
And like and it makes it really interesting for me or like anybody to like just discover different bands and just kind of learn about their discography and stuff.
Yeah.
And so like and I was thinking about this, but I want to throw you guys some like different like post rock bands names and just kind of like notable ones and just want to hear your thoughts on them. If
Okay.
That's cool. That's cool.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. We could start off with "This Will Destroy You."
I don't listen to them.
I don't listen to that.
I've actually went to listen to them a few times with my friends who like enjoy it.
No, we saw
I think me and Bernard did.
Oh, you guys have?
I think this was a story open for Def.
Yeah, they opened
Were they?
for Def Heaven, yeah.
No, you guys saw that show.
Yeah,
too.
but I mean,
Yeah.
it
How
was
was
a
it?
band that like had no lasting impression on me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think.
same here.
But I mean, they sounded great.
I just figured like in order and how I was kind of like, since we like listened to it like back in like 2008, so we were kind of new to it then, because it was like a 90s kind of thing, right? And then like there's different like variations like you're saying.
Yeah.
But I think like for me the stuff that I've heard with this social story is kind of like I got that like atmosphere and like the build up of it.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I get the satisfaction, or I can't like describe it to somebody and be like, oh, this is why I love it.
Right.
And I want to, with most music and like I can't just, there's nothing that like it leads to, and I call it like the drop, how like dubstep or something has kind of like that initial big, and I think it's kind of overused, and sometimes like when a post-rock band does a drop, I don't really feel where's the like that initial, like it doesn't give me that feeling unless if it does, it's great, but I haven't heard something from This Was a Story that like really just like impacts me super heavy. Like they'll do the build up, but there's no delivery.
I get you.
But
do you feel like I don't know, any like post rock bands like who's really like trying to start out? Do you feel like it's really difficult for those bands to kind of like stand out because of like using a typical drop or like certain
that
formula
kind of
like that?
I don't know. I think for me, it's like we've definitely heard the same things, and post-rock kind of, to me at least, has always been kind of innovating things, or like definitely like breaking these kind of, barriers as far as like instrumental music goes, and like, they'll throw an EBO, they'll throw this, that, but I don't know, it doesn't really, to me, it's like, there's nothing that like a band or a post-rock band doesn't do right. I feel like it's just, a lot of people generally find it good. Like, I think like, Def Heaven or something, would be a good example. They're not exactly post-rock, but I mean, I definitely hear like elements from it, right? And like, there's things about it that like you really like that you get from a post-rock feel, or then there's like Vampilia, which is like interesting, you know what I mean? Where that's like kind of more metal-y too, but like, and it's like, I don't really even like think like, or post-rock. And then there's like Sigur Rós, which is another example where that's totally a post-rock band to me.
Yeah.
But they've got vocals, so I don't know, there's no way to really define it. And I feel like for most bands who are doing post-rock things, it's like, I mean, don't even define it as post-rock. I mean, just find yourself and like whatever like, makes you feel, or
that's true.
You gotta like express it however you do. I mean, there's no way to like, there's no formula to it. You just do the style that you're doing. And Jump and I too is another example. We're just listening to like their old records and like comparing it to the new, and you can kind of hear it, like especially like the newer stuff.
Yeah.
But there is something different that's happening, and it's just creating newer songs and finding those new songs.
True. Yeah. Okay.
What other bands do you have on that list?
Actually, just a couple more. Like,
Okay.
Another one that I want to ask was like, how do you guys feel about like Godspeed You?
Okay.
I love that band.
I think they hit like a very like innovative or like pioneering kind of aspect to it all. Like. And they have songs that are really cool. I mean, like, very thematic. The theme of it, just, like, they express it really well.
Yeah.
And, they hold just that spot, I guess, for us as listeners.
And live, they're amazing.
They're just, like, kind of band you just, turn off the lights and listen to that record, Just, like, visualize with the scene or whatever that might be going on.
I think, and for me, like, I think like the cool thing about post-rock bands and stuff, like they didn't seem like an ordinary band, like a normal like alternative rock band or something.
Yeah. That's true.
Like there's something else, like that band and like Sigur Rós and Explosion in the Sky and those kind of bands for us were like they're doing something really special. They're just, I don't view it like the same way.
Yeah.
It just totally changed like how I view rock music. So that's, we wanted to kind of bring that, like you're coming to see a Wanderlust and just not like an ordinary rock band or something.
Yeah. Are you guys fan of Swans by any chance too? Or
I
don't really listen to too much Swans.
But that came up today, didn't it?
It came up yesterday. Someone asked about Swans and Swans. Yeah. I haven't really listened to their music that much.
Okay.
But I've heard of their name a lot,
Yeah, it just, they tend to have a very dark element into their music. Like, I mean, they're not the same as Godspeed You, of course, but it's kind of like...
It's dark.
It's like
though.
noisy.
It is dark.
Like
That's what I heard.
Kind of dark stuff.
Yeah, it's
is
like,
that the one with the teeth?
The
teeth and stuff.
Dude, and every like post-rock show, there's gonna be that one guy with a Swans patch or something, Just shit.
Yeah. Here, I'll throw in a last one. How do you guys feel about Young Lovers?
Oh, dude, they're awesome.
Yeah.
They're like.
I love them.
And they're great people, you know. I was like, they're really hot.
How would you
No,
rate it?
we can delete that, right? Yeah. Censor that. You know, actually, I was like super sick last time we were here, and like Ford was even like, stay in my bed and like nurse me, and
Do
he
you
was
know the
patting me
band
with.
No Vacation?
Yeah, I know No Vacation.
So Baz, who used to be in that band, he actually commented on something with, I think it was literally me, Gina from Sheer, and then Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh shit, like who is this? And then I met Jonathan through that, and then I added him, and then that's how I found Young Lovers. And then later we played Frida too. So to really bring it back to how we found Young Lovers was actually because of Baz from Notification, which is really random. I don't even remember how they met each other. I think they played a show down.
Yeah, because I remember
some festival.
I remember seeing Jonathan's name commenting on
Yeah.
stuff, and I never knew who the guy was.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's a coincidence. I like No Vacation too.
Yeah, they're super cool.
So cool.
Really, really cool.
We played a really, really crazy show with them in San Francisco State.
Oh,
I think that was.
at the depot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to SF State.
Oh, really?
Wait,
Yeah.
you didn't go to
Yeah.
that show, did you? No.
No, I mean,
that was like later.
I graduated
Or-
in 2012, so like.
Oh yeah.
That show was
They're
fun.
they're pretty young, so
Yeah.
it's crazy.
What did they
That
bring?
blows my mind.
Did they bring like a lot of like a big crowd or something?
Oh,
yeah.
man, they're so
Yeah.
popular
Huge
there.
crowd.
They, yeah, it was nuts.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a really weird spot too to play. But
It really is like the state. I mean, I don't know if it's the same, but
they
like,
did the hallway thing.
Oh, they did.
They didn't do the down, like I think they do different stuff. You can do the they have a like stage.
Yeah, they
top.
have a top level stage, but sometimes if it's like a bigger band, they do like a lower stage, like and they just like set up a stage down there.
Down at the right.
Down near cafeteria.
That-
But they didn't
Yeah.
anticipate like how many people were gonna come
There's
to that.
so many people in that hallway that
Yeah, I think it spilled out into
Yeah.
like.
it was pretty awesome. Though.
Yeah, it was pretty
It was
sick.
cool.
Yeah, a lot of bands came through. I mean, like Joyce Manor played there. I mean, Mac DeMarco played
Yeah.
there. Like Dive.
They get
played
really
there.
good bands at SFC.
Yeah, like L1011 played there. Like yeah.
Whoa, what?
I heard about that. I hella wanted us to play.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they didn't even have a big crowd either. It
We
was
used
just,
to,
like-
do we just like, Bart take Muni there and just like, just hang out at the depot. Sometimes if there's like a really good show. I saw The Garden there
Oh.
actually, which is really freaking funny. Because I didn't even know what that band was. And I was like, okay, I'm just down to go to a show.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, I wonder if we ever crossed path or not. Like, I don't know if you want to
Maybe.
be like at some point.
Well, 2012, that would have been.
That's too
That's
early.
so early, yeah.
Yeah.
See, Bernard just joined the band, and like, I feel like I've known this, like, yeah, we've all known each other for so long.
Yeah, it's been a while now.
It's like
Yeah.
six years.
5 or 6 years.
That's crazy.
Time passes, right? It's
Yeah.
fucking crazy. Yeah. What's the in you guys' opinion? What's one of the most memorable artists that you've seen live?
Man, that's tough.
I mean, I have some. Well, that like together or individually.
Individually is fine.
okay.
Together is fine.
I feel like Anamanaguchi was a staple for me.
Really?
That's
Because
how we met,
these
actually.
guys went to the show too, but I didn't know. Like, I wasn't even Christian at that time.
Oh, okay.
So we all experienced the show together, but this is like before.
Yeah,
I was
Bernard
older.
actually
Yeah,
was
right.
in the crowd. Like, I mean, there's like, it was a costume show, so everybody was in costume, and also like, I don't know, you just threw glow sticks.
Oh
in the
yeah,
crowd.
that's it.
Yeah,
And so it's just like really crazy, and then like
Yeah.
all of a sudden I see this guy come through the crowd, and he's just like, "Hey!" I'm like, "Whoa!" He's like, you go to school with Abby, right? And
Yeah,
like,
Abby's
I'm
my
like,
cousin.
yeah. And then he's
Yeah.
like, "That's my cousin." And I'm like, "Oh shoot, that's so
Yeah.
neat."
I remember like seeing Ryan in the crowd,
And then we're
we're
just
like, yeah.
we're all going crazy.
Yeah.
That shit was
And then
so
I
good.
remember, I remember seeing Joe in like social media and shit, but I've never seen him in person. I saw him freaking like crowd surfing at that show, too. And I was
Yeah,
like,
shit.
damn, these guys are wild.
Yeah, I was crowd surfing at the show. I remember that.
That was super
Yeah.
fun.
That was a fun show though.
Yeah. Sounds like a very memorable show. I mean,
Yeah.
like, that's like where you guys even met each other too. So like,
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah, because
I
we
mean
all-
that was kind of like the mark of like
Not formally, but yeah.
that was like the mark of like that era of just like me starting to hang out with you guys.
Did we get sushi bake at Michelle's house before that show?
That was like after that show, so that was like the like
Los Campesinos is when we did that.
Yeah.
I'd
Saw
say
a lot
for
of
me,
shows,
Lost
though,
Campus.
So it's kind of hard to really pick.
Oh yeah, no,
one.
of course, yeah.
But
yeah, let's thank Anamanaguchi though.
I think Toe.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Yeah,
in Toei.
That was a great show.
That was
too.
so crazy.
Toe, yeah.
Joe didn't go though.
I missed that tour. Damn. Yeah.
That was pretty nice.
That was a cool show. I remember.
Masamiki's was cool too.
I remember like one of my friends. He's like a really like passive guy, and so we were there in the crowd. Like we were like we had our spot like you know we had like held it down, and there were these like guys that came through with beers and like kind of just like cut in front of us, you know, like after we had like established our spot, and then they spilled beer on my friend, and I was like, damn, that's not cool. And so when Toe started playing, I started like kind of like being like annoying and like moshing with them, like, with like, those guys, and then like I'm moshing with them, and then like our whole group just starts moshing. We kind of mosh them out.
We're like 15 people deep. Bro.
Yeah, no,
15
yeah,
people
I
deep.
know.
Like the cool part about that too is like everybody like in the Bay Area who like is into like math rock, post rock was there, even just emo and just like it was really cool. Also being within that group, of people like Yvette went. I saw.
Dude, Ben and Angela went to that show.
Ben
that
and Angela
before
was
we
there,
even knew
and
them
we
too.
didn't we saw there's friends that we ended up meeting later who were there at that show. So like we'll talk about it and be like, I was there. It was like, who wasn't there?
Yeah,
like,
I wasn't.
Joe, you didn't go?
I didn't go.
I just see. I don't even remember that. Like, that's right. That's crazy.
Yeah, they bring a very diverse crowd, huh? Like
it was super.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
tight.
Yeah. Toe's pretty sick. I hope they go on tour again.
I feel like that's why I would make it more memorable, just because it's like they just don't play that like ever. So that was like very rare, I think, and that was cool.
Yeah.
But we saw most of our like I guess heroes.
I saw we saw like all of our favorite.
We saw Mono, yeah.
Cigaros,
We saw Mono together a bunch of times. Me and Ryan saw Cigaros together.
So Godspeed.
We saw Godspeed
saw
because
Godspeed.
Reese bought us tickets, and then our friend Reese also bought us tickets to Explosions in the Sky, and like that's a very typical response
So
for us,
that
me
I
to
think
say
that
that.
was-
Like, that was like my favorite
Sky was
concert.
one of the craziest.
That was
shows
one of the
ever,
craziest
dude.
shows. And I remember like
The
Yasmin
Fox
in the
Theater.
it was at the Fox Theater, and then Yasmin and the light came on, and like I wanted to like cheer in the middle of it, and I was like, this is why people cheer. This is how it was invented. They're just so happy that they have to do it.
And the coolest part about that show was like he hits his tambourine on the floor at the end of the set, and they're just like going wild with noise. Like he tapes an Ebo to it, so he just like leaves his guitar. There's all this like noise is coming out, and then like he breaks his tambourine, and like the pieces come out.
Yeah.
And then I swear he says it, but he's like at the Fox Theater, he's like, all right, like make a wish or something crazy, and then he like tosses it up into the audience, and we catch one of them.
Yeah.
And then my
I
ex
call him-
girlfriend like makes a necklace, and
And
like she like gets something to make a necklace out of it, but we still have it.
I
And
wore,
it's like it's pretty rad.
I
Like,
used to wear his necklace, and then we won the battles of bands with it. There's a picture of me winning. There's a picture of me in my school newspaper. Band wins battle of the bands, and you can see me with the necklace.
This is it.
Yeah, it's so funny. As it ended up happening.
No, after you mentioned that like your ex-girlfriend like made like a necklace, I thought the story was gonna go like and she took it or something.
No way. Oh no.
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 I'm glad you guys kept it. But
We barely wore it. Honestly, only that interview maybe. I feel like battle of the bands, dude.
No, yeah, I was like,
That thing's cool though.
Yeah, well, so you guys got the freaking split done, and then you guys are going on tour. But are you guys planning on recording like any more new stuff like afterwards? or-
We already did.
We already did.
Yeah, I feel like we're always a year ahead of the plans. So like, Glass was done like a year ago, and
Yeah,
then
right after Glass was released, we literally the week after we went back into the studio.
what?
no, it was a year later.
It was
So we went into the studio in 2000. Yeah, we recorded Glass, and then like a few months later, we recorded the next album.
Pretty sure.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's not how.
It was a.
No.
It was
I
a
remember how it went. That was right.
Yeah.
We recorded
Yeah,
Glass in 2016. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah, it was.
No, you
It was.
No, no,
It was
no.
hard.
No,
It was
we-
the fall of 2016,
Okay.
and then in 2017 we released.
We released
Glass, and then
Yeah.
a few weeks, like a month later, we recorded the next album, which
Okay,
we're
there
gonna
you go.
release
Yeah.
either later this year
That's
or
what I
like
said,
next
except
year.
without the week.
That one's called
Yeah.
That one's called Catch.
All right.
That one's gonna be really.
Sorry.
But that album that we recorded,
That's the
that we
album.
just recorded, that's like an album that we've been trying to record for like 4 years.
Glass was like unintentionally like an album that we ended up doing, but the next one that we're like pushing out, it's like it's gonna be kind of like what the direction we're kind of going towards more of. But yeah, class was still fun though.
It's really dope though. Is it like hard for you guys to like balance out this like music life with like the regular life? Like sometimes, especially with like
everybody kind of has it different, you know. It can be tough.
At least for like the last like year or so, like we've only been able to like meet up for practice like once a week.
Practice.
Like we
once do that at all.
Once a week if we're lucky, but that's like
no, not at all. This like, past year we never practiced.
Or no, like alright. Yeah, we still practice.
We don't. We never practice. So we practice before we have a show. We know we're gonna have a show.
Okay.
We might get a practice in.
Yeah.
Most of the time we won't though because we're just gonna play it because everyone's working. That's it, and that's how it happens, you know.
I feel like priority too. It's kind of like we don't feel it's like super necessary to practice some of these songs, or
because they're really old.
They're kind of easy. I think the practice comes really from the high energy, and like if we don't do it, then like we might just I don't know pass out on stage or something from just going too hard. But like you know, it's kind of intense.
Yeah, at this point, it's already second nature. Like, you know, for you guys.
The playing is easy, other than like, I guess the movement sometimes like
the physicality is
like,
and I'm definitely out of shape.
Yeah, it's weird. Like for at least these albums, you gotta be kind of.
Yeah, you're not the only one. I pretty much asked everything that I want to ask you guys, but I have this segment on the podcast called This, That, where I'll be, throwing you guys some like random question, and you guys could answer it.
Okay.
Whatever way you want to. We could start off with something simple. Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Damn, that's hard. That's tough. I think dogs, but
there's a cat that used to come in our neighborhood. We loved it. We love that cat a lot. So that redeems cats for me a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And cats are really cool because you don't have to take care of them as much.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's true.
Fair.
No, that's true because they self-groom. Mm-hmm. And I'm crazy allergic to cats, but I really like cats.
Yeah.
Like really bad allergies to cats, but
okay. Yeah.
But they're so cute, so it's like it's hard to.
Man. Yeah, my friend has a really cute cat, and same thing. I'm allergic to them too, so it's kind of like after I pet them, I just wash my hands super fast.
Yeah, they don't really do anything. It's bad. It's
it's crazy. Yeah. If you guys could travel anywhere in the world, where'd you want to go?
Japan. Japan, for sure.
Yeah.
Joe wants to go to the Philippines, man. No, just kidding.
Not really.
Yeah. Have you guys all been to the Philippines before?
Me and Ryan have with our family.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, you guys should do an Asia tour, stop Japan, and then go to Philippines.
Dude.
Yeah,
you should.
Cool.
Yeah, and in Japan, you guys open for Toe, and then.
There you go. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
The dream.
Philippines, we open for Manny Pacquiao.
That'd be tight.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about 311?
I love 311. Well, okay, I love the one song by 311.
Oh, the band?
Yeah, 311.
What else is?
I don't know.
Wait, 311's
Yeah.
Energy.
One time after a music festival, just to be really annoying, I sang that chorus for 50 blocks. Walking back to the bus stop. So it's funny that you asked that question because for a long time an inside joke was me singing that song and annoying the shit out of my friends. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. This is just an ongoing question for the podcast.
That's good.
Yeah. Everybody has their own 311 story, so that's why it's important to investigate them. And,
yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. 311 in your daily life. Yeah. Now, one last question would be: is there anything that you guys want to personally accomplish by the end of the year?
We should have talked about this before we left.
With just our personal lives?
Yeah, it could be with the personal life or with
the band.
Yeah, either way.
Okay.
Man, I hope to release Catch and then maybe do a couple more tours before the end of the year. I feel like we haven't been that consistent, so it'd be nice to try, just get out more. But personally, I don't know. That one's tough. Save money if I can. That's really hard to do.
I want to gallop on a horse before the end of the year.
You have to though.
I have to because I can't really ride horses as of right now.
Okay.
But my girlfriend is super into riding horses and stuff. She used to compete doing that stuff.
Really?
So we're gonna actually I'm gonna move to Canada for like 6 months and like ride horses.
No
and
way.
like I don't know how to ride horses. I've been on a horse like once or twice and like just trotting along.
Are you guys gonna do polo and stuff too? Like,
That would be sick. You know, she can have her thing jumping over stuff,
Yeah.
like all epic like, and I can just like be hitting balls with it.
no,
Yeah, that's my goal.
Yeah.
Gallop on a horse.
Gallop on a horse. Yeah. What about you, Joe?
I don't know. I haven't really. I don't know. Be famous. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't thought about it much.
That's all good.
Yeah.
Famous.
But band wise, I mean, to get the next album out, tour, definitely get because I feel that's the album we most strongly believe in, at least. So
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just trying to save money, dude.
It's an antithesis because you're in a band, so
that is true.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool, like, if we get like signed to.
I don't know,
some
maybe
cool label or
I don't
some
know,
shit.
like personal goal. I don't know. Find a girlfriend. I don't know.
That's a big.
Yeah,
that's
that's a good one.
That's a big goal.
Yeah,
man.
We're gonna meet some people,
Yeah.
hopefully.
On a tour, you never know. Like, it's something. You'll meet somebody. Yeah, but
you
here
already know.
actually, actually, I do have one last one. I actually asked Young Lovers this too when I did the podcast interview with them. But like, what's your favorite Filipino dish?
Oh man. Balut. Just kidding. I don't know. No, not that.
I've always wanted to try that. Like,
You should.
I mean,
You should.
it's
It's just-
for the, you know,
it's
I
a
heard
start,
it's
right?
good. I
You
just
haven't
never
tried it?
It's a small.
You've never
chicken.
tried that?
Like,
Balut?
that's all it is. Like, you know.
Okay.
We should.
Well-
Well, I can't promote that, but you should. I was vegan for like a minute, and now I'm vegetarian. But like,
Vegetarian plus.
I eat fish sometimes. But anyways,
Okay.
yeah. I love kare kare.
Yeah, actually, I do too. Yeah.
I love kare kare. That's like my favorite. But you know, actually, I love a lot of Filipino food. I love pork asado. Yeah, I don't anymore.
That's
Officially.
You can't.
But
Oh my God. Asada is
if it's humane, if it was humane to eat pork asado, which is impossible.
Hey, it's a you just have to wait until they can lab grow meat.
But it's
Like-
pork ass.
That's true.
But it's ethical because you're not killing anything.
That's interesting.
It's just-
Yeah, that's where I stand on that. If we can lab grow some weird cells that.
Dude, I'm down. Like I don't care. Like like fuck me up, science, please. Like
Yeah. It's not a conscious meat slab.
Yeah.
Pork is.
Wait, is asado the thing that your mom made that one time?
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, that's
It's like
my
brown
favorite too.
sugar.
It's so good.
yeah.
That's really good. I think that's the best one.
That's the best one.
Yeah.
It's like Naruto, asado.
Specifically their mom's asado.
Especially
Yeah,
not
mine-
lumpia.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a
Every time people say, like hype up lumpia, I'm just
Nope,
like,
that's
it's
the best,
all right.
Actually.
Hey, lumpia's so good,
At least me personally, I'm like,
I mean,
have you heard all their albums? You know, like, do you really listen to Filipino food?
What did Young Lovers say?
Ford said Kali Kali, I think.
That one is hella good.
Yeah,
It's
and
good, that's why.
I think Johnny said something like his family's lumpia or something like that.
That makes sense. If it's different.
Yeah, not anything frozen. So,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, so you know, I mean, all the homemade stuff. That's what's up.
You know what's crazy? It's like Bernard's. I think your mom's Visayan, right? Or
Oh yeah, isn't she?
oh fuck, why am I forgetting? Come on.
okay.
Yeah.
See, we're all different. Well, me and my brother are the same, obviously, but
Yeah.
Joe's Ilocano, and then I thought your mom speaks Visayan. I guess not. Huh?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, something different.
Okay,
My parents speak Tagalog.
gotcha. We'll leave it at that then. Well, I just want to say thanks for taking your time and actually doing this. You know,
Oh, thanks for doing this. This is really cool.
It was a lot of fun.